Hello there, everybody at Networked Insights. My name is Terry Hogan. I am a junior at the University of Chicago, majoring in sociology and minoring in statistics. And first of all, I wanted to thank you guys for this opportunity for me to apply as a social data research intern at your company, for this opportunity for me to make a video and answer some questions about, hopefully explaining more about what I'm all about, why I find your company to be so interesting, and hopefully for you guys to gain a better understanding about me. So like I said, I'm really excited about this opportunity. This is great. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And I just, from what I've seen on your website and looking at some of your work, the opportunity to work at Networked Insights is something that really excites me. As a stats minor, I hear it all the time. Given social media, given our rise in technology, we have a ton of data to look at. Almost too much data. One of the challenges lies in sorting through this data and making it meaningful, finding meaningful insights. And this is something that companies and whole industries are adapting to. When I say adapting, I don't mean fully adjusted to it yet, because it is something so new, and the insights that we can get, this type of analysis, is something that's on the new side. And I find that a lot of firms and a lot of companies haven't quite done it well yet. I've interned at firms in the past, and their methods of data collecting and analysis were not very effective. I felt that there was a lot that could be done in terms of making this data more approachable, and also for utilizing it in a more efficient way. Now, based on what I've seen, I find that my interest in looking at this new data-driven world of our lives has been elevated to the core of your business's practices, and that I find very honorable. And your claim that all marketing should be data-driven marketing is something that I agree with definitely. And I find that you guys are definitely in the forefront in finding ways to make these meaningful conclusions and these meaningful insights out of all this data we have. And for me to contribute to that, to a company that has such my interest in mind, is something that I can't pass up. I'm looking forward to looking more at how your company operates under this mantra, and it's something that interests me a lot. But now, like I said, I do have a background in statistical analysis. I do have a focus in categorical data analysis, which of course is of use in the field of market research. But I feel like every other applicant to this position will have that as well. It's just something that just needs to an intern needs to have as a social data research intern. But I want to share with you why I'm unique. I want to share with you why I think that my experiences have allowed me to potentially serve a very contributive role at Networked Insights. I find that my experiences as a sociology major have allowed me to get a really unique perspective at this data. Now, we're getting this data from a lot of different sources, but it all comes from society itself. It all comes from consumers, it all comes from individuals interacting with the market, interacting with themselves. And my emphasis so far in my studies has been looking at organizational groups and how they respond to stimuli in the environment. So I find that, particularly in urban environments, there is a lot that can be said and a lot that can be almost standardized about how groups of human beings kind of interact with each other. And as a result, I have a pretty interesting understanding on how social units function as a whole. And when you look at these data that we get from all these sources, from digital sources, the numbers mean one thing, but you have to understand the context. And I find that my experiences so far, we deal with a lot of regressions and a lot of looking at data sets, but most importantly, it involves understanding where this comes from and what conclusions we can make given this context. And that's something that I am used to, and something that I feel is paramount in working with this data and using it to assist clients and assist other companies in utilizing it to the best standards, is that you have to know where it's coming from. So that's something that I've worked with, and something that I understand is very necessary to understanding what we have in front of us. In addition, I also have a lot of hands-on experiences. I serve as an account executive and board member at the MARC, which is UChicago's marketing and advertising student-run organization on campus. And I've actually done some market research on the student body itself. I've actually created and compiled surveys that we've given to the student body, just demographic surveys, understanding more about the audience in which we're creating these marketing and PR campaigns for. I've written some surveys, we've done focus groups that have allowed us to really, gain some insights onto our fellow students. And they've been very successful. Actually, one of UChicago's career services used these findings in their implementation of and marketing of one of their new pre-professional programs in science and technology. They were able to use our data to really accurately figure out and target the people who would be most interested in their program. So in addition to our group using the data itself, other organizations have found it very useful too. So I know what it takes to make a successful survey, how to get meaningful data, and how to collect it most efficiently. So that's something that I'm sure is necessary in understanding the background of the market research field. And it's something that I will continue contributing to in my time here at the University of Chicago. And it's something that I enjoy a lot. So hopefully my hands-on experiences working with surveys and working with the collection methods of these data will hopefully be of use as my role through my roles as an intern. So for your third question, I was thinking of which ones to choose, and so I'm a pretty avid cook, I have to say. It's something I really enjoy doing. A good meal is just one of the best things you can make. So I had to choose number one. If I were a fruit, what would I be? And so I thought about it long and hard, and I came to the conclusion that I am a banana. I made sure there was a banana in my apartment before I did this, so just made sure it was there. Now, I think I'm a banana, not so much for what it is right now, but for what it's become. So, throughout our human history, human beings have done some selective breeding to a lot of our crops. We've modified them to make them more efficient, etc. But I feel that the banana has gone through quite a journey. From a few thousand years ago, the banana, most variants were small and chalky and full of seeds and basically inedible to human beings. But over the course of 1,000 years, we've done a lot to the banana as human beings. We've contributed a lot to its growth and to its adaptation. Through thousands of years of selective breeding, we turned the banana into something that's sweet and convenient and delicious and basically ideal for human consumption. And I feel like throughout my life, I've had these similar opportunities. I've, had the opportunity to have a lot of experiences in life, both academic, professional, organizational. For example, I had the opportunity to teach English in China 2 summers ago, which was an experience in itself. And I've had experiences calling alumni and fundraising for my university. A lot of people skills there too. But basically, my experiences were all very varied, but they've all contributed to me, allowing me to become the person I am today. So I feel like all these different forces throughout my life have molded me into the individual that I am, and as a result, I'm able to perform tasks. Given these experiences, hopefully that shows through my application, and hopefully it will show through my roles as a potential social data research intern at Networked Insights. So, like I said, these experiences have allowed me to become the person I am today, much like the banana's experiences throughout its history have allowed it to become the perfect snack that it is today as well. So, a little bit of a stretch, but hopefully that explains. I feel like it really speaks about my what I've done throughout life, and hopefully what I can offer to the table as a potential social data research intern. So, that's that. To sum it up, I guess, thank you again so much to everybody at Networked Insights for this opportunity. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the application process, and I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity, for allowing me to kind of speak more about who I am. And yeah, that's that. I look forward to hearing from you all, and I look forward to the rest of the application process. Thank you very much.